1 was able to lead for most of the journey there in a Class 5 contest at Ipoh over 1,200 metres last week. S. Hafiz retains the ride, goes around in race 1 Sunday. This is Magical 10.
And don't forget this, but Magical 10 below the 200 metres is racing away. Silver Pum up to second. Down the outside also working home there, Handsome Boss. It is still Magical 10 clear of Silver Pum, Rangataiki, and Magical 10 too good and goes on to win. Magical 10 first, second Rangataiki, third Silver Pum. Then came Handsome Boss and Peach Bowl. They were followed by Ultimate.
One horse which is nearing a wind is Belton Road, and it looks a very good chance of breaking through there in race number 2 on Sunday. Calvin Goon takes the ride. He's only posted the 1 win from 15 starts overall, and that win was recorded back in April of last year. The horse is coming off a last start second over 1,200 metres at Ipoh. That was back on the 12th of January and has been freshened up for Sunday's outing. Belton Road will come out of barrier 5. Sankuriang will be second up for the Peter Lee yard there in race number 2. Draws the pole, Sankuriang, and wasn't far away in a Class 4B contest at KL last start. That race was over the 1,100 metres back on February 16. Shafiq will take the ride on Sankuriang, goes around in race 2. Always De Great closed off very well there in a race last Sunday down the straight course over 1,100 metres, and he'll be going around in race 3. That's him in the orange colours in the race won by Nobody's Fool. Let's have a look at the closing stages.
Is the other genius runner, but Nobody's Fool took over and dashed away. It looks a winner here. Spade of Ace runs to a clear second, and they were followed by Always De Great, but Nobody's Fool is holding on close to home and wins well. Nobody's Fool has won from Spade of Ace, Always De Great. They were followed by Champagne Rain. Also.
Let's have a look at Army of One working up on the inside of a stablemate, and Army of One carries the 2-4-1 saddle cloth. Essendon takes the ride. It's on the downgrade in race number 4, coming back from Class 4 company. And Army of One's had a few starts now in Malaysia. In fact, he's had 2 starts yet to place, but was 5th behind Luck Happy in a Class 4 race back on the 12th of January. Has been freshened up for Sunday's outing, goes around in race 4. Army of One draws gate number 8. And 157, saddlecloth number, the Penang Sprint Trophy winner from last year, Mr. Nevermind. He goes around in the Enrich Stakes A race. That is race 5 on Sunday, working strongly, and he'll be contesting that 1,600 metre race there with against some pretty stiff opposition. Mr. Nevermind, he's coming off a KL victory over 1,300 last start. Has never won over the mile, that's the only query, but is racing in very good form. Mr. Nevermind. Lucky Giant is coming off a last start 4th in Penang over 1,200 metres. That was his best run for quite some time, if not his best run in the country so far since coming across from Singapore. He draws barrier 1 in race number 6. Lucky Giant, he has scored 4 times over 1,200 metres. Has been placed over 1,400 previously. Furman Yap takes the ride and draws pole position. That's Lucky Giant. Let's have a look at Handsome Bab winning last Sunday, defeating Artie Mister and Good Taste. Well, Handsome Bab and Good Taste will be clashing in race number 6. Handsome Bab was the winner on this occasion. The race was over 1,400 metres as we have a look at the closing stages.
It's a 2-horse war below the 200. Handsome Bab goes to the lead from Good Taste and Artie Mister staying on. Handsome Bab clear though of Good Taste and Artie Mister, and Handsome Bab is going to go on and score. Handsome Bab wins a length and a quarter from in second place Good Taste and Artie Mister third. Fourth is close between
Now the stablemates working together are Tic Tac Toe. That's him on the outside of General Marshall. Tic-Tac-Toe goes around in race 7 Sunday. HS Gill takes the ride. This horse did pick up a race back in November last year. It was a Class 5 over 1400 metres. He'll be carrying the 59 kilos with HS Gill aboard and draws barrier 4. Tic-Tac-Toe goes around in race 7, and the horse on the outside is General Marshall. Now, Razmi returns to the racetrack on Sunday, goes around in race 8, hasn't started since October last year. Of course, won on debut back on the 16th of November. Coming up for start number 3, having a crack at Class 4 grade, Razmi will be ridden by Shafiq and draws barrier number 6. Now, the grey horse Halo Bright will be stepping out in race number 9. A very good effort first up. Ran second to Grand Cross down the straight track last Sunday. Let's have a look at the replay.
Fighting back with Silver Wind. There's 3 abreast, but the grey's in front. Halo Bright. Grand Cross is coming back though. He won't give in. Grand Cross. He's coming back at Halo Bright. Silver Wind is still there, but Grand Cross has done a good job to win first up. Grand Cross has won from either Halo Bright or Silver Wind. It's a tight go for the Miners. Black and
Now, Multi-Blue Rancho is the horse working up on the outside, carries the 248 saddle cloth, working up with a stablemate, and Multi-Blue Rancho goes around in race number 10. Has won twice at the track and trip, in fact both of his career wins from 17 starts. Ferdzriel will take the ride, coming off 2/3 in a row. Multi-Blue Rancho draws race 9 and will be going around in race 10. Now, Sterling will be contesting race 10, coming off a last start second in the race won by Nova Warrior. Went down by 6 lengths, but found the line well down the straight course last Sunday. Let's have a look at Sterling finishing second.
travelling well from Super Genius, who now runs to second. Then Sterling Flash one on the outside rail, and then Hello Sayang. But Nova Warrior is going to come away for a very easy win. It's Nova Warrior winning by nearly 4.5 lengths to Sterling, and third is Super Genius. They were followed by Flash one. Then came Hello Sayang. They were followed by Super Race.